Hello everyone, it's DiegoDoom here. Today I'm bringing you another review. Today I'll be reviewing SH Monster Art's Alien, Big Chap. This particular version of the Xenomorph, also known as Big Chap, comes from the 1979 film Alien. When the crew of the Nostromo is awakened from their stasis by a mysterious transmission, they routinely go to investigate the source of the signal. During the crew's investigation, they discover a strange alien spacecraft. Inside the alien spacecraft, the crew members find remains of alien pilots. As they go deeper into the ship, one of the crew members stumbles upon a chamber containing eggs. One of the eggs hatches, releasing a creature which attaches itself to the unfortunate crew member. The crew members rush back to the Nostromo, where his teammates attempt to remove the creature from his face. Eventually, the creature releases its grip and dies. The crew member soon recovers and everything seems fine. Then suddenly, a bizarre alien creature violently bursts out of the crew member's chest, instantly killing him and escaping into the air ducts. The alien creature soon matures and begins to stalk the crew of the Nostromo. Now the crew of the Nostromo must fight to survive while being stalked by the ultimate killing creature. Be sure to check out the 1979 film Alien. It is absolutely fantastic. SH Monster Art's Alien Big Chap is a great release in the SH Monster Arts line. Big Chap has a fantastic sculpt, fantastic paint applications, nice accessories, and a fantastic range of articulation. First, let's take a look at Big Chap's accessories. Big Chap comes with a pair of open hands and one stand. First, let's take a look at the open hands. The open hands have a fantastic sculpt, a fantastic paint app, so we'll zoom in here pretty close. We have a very nicely detailed hand here, and also it is very nicely painted with the black glossy paint app, along with the metallic silver highlights. And for the detail here, we have the knuckles, the finger joints, and the fingernails. Very nicely done here. Now the hands attach via the ball joint peg system, so we'll grab our figure here. We'll zoom out just a little bit and focus all this. All we have to do is pop off the current hand. Once we get that off, one thing you'll notice here, this small circular portion of the wrist sometimes likes to pop out with the hand, so do be mindful of that and keep it in place. We'll grab our new open hand here, pop it on like so, and that's it. So pretty cool there. Next, we have our stand. So the stand here is pretty nice. We'll kind of zoom out some and focus all this. So we have Alien Big Chap here. Then we have the various acid splatter all over the stand, like with our Alien Warrior figures. Pretty cool. Now this stand is an Act 4 stand, so it's very nice they included this. But as a whole, I must admit, I am very disappointed with the amount of accessories this figure came with. They should at least given us a face hugger, a chest burster, an egg, and maybe an additional pair of hands. And if they're feeling generous, maybe give us some kind of acid drip effect part, because right now what comes with Big Chap is really not enough. So it's very unfortunate they kind of skipped out on these accessories for this figure, and more things to better identify Big Chap from, say, the Alien Warrior. But still, the figure's great, but these accessories are definitely lacking. Now that we have the accessories out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at the Big Chap figure itself. Big Chap has a fantastic sculpt, fantastic paint applications, and a fantastic range of articulation. First, let's start with the head. We can slightly look up, down, left, right. The mouth here can open up. It reveals the inner mouth. Now, on my figure, the inner mouth kind of sticks there, so we're going to cover that very shortly. Moving on to the shoulders, they can rotate a full 360. The arms come out 90 degrees. We have an entire arm swivel. We have very nice double jointed elbows. The hands are on ball joints. We can tilt and spin these freely. At the very top of the chest, we can lean forwards, backwards, and lean side to side. For the chest itself, we can lean forwards, backwards, twist side to side, and lean side to side. For the waist, we can lean forwards, backwards, twist side to side, lean side to side. Now, once we bring all the movement together in the upper torso, we get this very nice deep bend that looks absolutely fantastic there, and definitely very cool. Next, we have the tubes in the back. They can move pretty freely here. Very nice. Also, with this piece at the base of the neck that moves up and down. Moving on to the legs can kick forward this much initially, but if we pull on the hip joint here, we can increase that range of motion slightly and get a very nice high kick. We have very nice double jointed knees. The feet can tilt and swivel. The toes are articulated. And in the back here, we have our very nice articulated tail. Definitely very cool. And also, the tip of the tail is die cast. So we have a very nice, hyper-articulated Big Chap figure. Let's get him straightened up here. In terms of sculpted paint apps, this figure is truly stunning. So starting with the head here, we have this nice, huge, clear dome with the inner details of the skull on the inside, which is absolutely fantastic there and definitely very cool. Now, I'm aware that bigger Alien fans really do not like how clear this dome is. In the film, you cannot see that much of this skull on the inside, so this is not necessarily screen accurate, but I think they may have done this just to showcase all the hard work and detail they put into this skull. So I don't mind it personally, but I can understand those of you who want a more screen accurate Big Chap figure would prefer this to be more tinted. So pretty cool, even though it is not absolutely screen accurate. So moving on to the mouth here, we'll zoom in some and focus all this. We have the metallic silver for the teeth, and all around the mouth you can see the biomechanical detailing going on, which is definitely great. Goes all the way back to the head here. Going to focus all this. Very nicely done. Now, on my figure, the inner mouth tends to stick. Now, in the instructions it says, lean the head forward and bend it as much as you can, and the mouth should kind of pop out there. But as you can see, in my instance, it is not really coming out at all. And it seems to be independent from this latch here in the back, like with our Alien Warrior figure. So in my instance, I have to do something that I would not recommend anyone else doing. And what I have to do is I have to grab a pair of pliers, unfortunately, to pull out this inner mouth. And I really don't like having to do this, but I have to do it. So let's kind of reach in there and see if I can get that inner mouth out in a couple of tries. So there we go there. Now again, I'm probably scraping paint there, but at this point, I really don't mind doing that because I just have to get the inner mouth out. But as you can see, the inner mouth has a very nice amount of detail, and also the teeth here have that metallic silver paint app, so definitely very cool there. But be aware, the inner mouth on your Big Chap figure could stick, and you'll need to find a relatively safe way to pull this inner mouth out. So let's kind of push that back in there. See, and won't go back in either. So again, that is a slight hiccup on this figure that I don't particularly care for. We'll just kind of leave it out there. So moving on to the shoulder pads here, we have a very nice detailing going on. We have this black glossy finish with the metallic silver highlights going throughout the body. And just the way the paint apps are done on this figure really makes this guy pop out on the shelf. You can see the rib cage here, the biceps, the forearms here, the hands. This figure's detail is truly stunning. The nice, bizarre ab area here. We have the hips going down to the thighs, knees, the shins, the feet. We have the metallic silver for the toenails here. Very nicely done. On the back, we have our external spine. We have the tubes here. They're very nicely done as well and detailed. The portion here at the base of the neck. So the amount of detail on this figure is truly stunning. Let's kind of zoom out just a little bit. Now also, another issue that's returning from our Alien Warrior figure is the tail. Now the tail here took only a matter of minutes for me personally for this thing to get floppy all of a sudden. So again, it seems like there's just too many ball joints in this tail to maintain a stiff tail. So just be aware of that. And also, this time around, it doesn't seem that the die-cast tip is weighing the tail down. Just way too many ball joints here. So I can kind of let that slide because in the film, Big Chap did not use his tail too much. So it might be okay to just kind of let it lay down some as compared to the Alien Warrior. But still very cool. Now, despite the two setbacks with the mouth and the tail, this figure is definitely very cool. It's very nicely done here. Now let's take a moment to do some quick size comparisons. For size comparison, first up we have Big Chap with our SH Monster Arts Alien Warrior. Both figures look absolutely fantastic and definitely very cool together. You'll notice that Alien Warrior is taller than Big Chap. Next, we'll go ahead and grab our SH Monster Arts Predator Wolf. You'll notice again that Predator Wolf is taller than Big Chap. We'll kind of, I guess, hold him in place. He's going to fall over there, so pretty cool there. Next, we'll go ahead and grab another SH Monster Arts figure, and that is the Godzilla 1994 figure. You'll see that Godzilla 94 is shorter than Big Chap. So very nice there. And then finally, we'll grab another figure from another figure line, and that is the SH Figuarts Kamen Rider Black Renewal version. So as you can see, Kamen Rider Black is shorter than Big Chap. Now that I have the size comparison out of the way, let's go ahead and conclude this review. To conclude the review, SH Monster Arts Alien Big Chap is a great release in the SH Monster Arts line. Big Chap has a fantastic sculpt, fantastic paint applications, nice accessories, and a fantastic range of articulation. The Big Chap figure is fantastic, but as a complete package, I am not overly impressed with this release. I would absolutely recommend this figure to diehard Alien fans. If you're a casual fan of Alien like I am, then I would suggest picking up the Alien design you like the best between Big Chap or the Alien Warrior. Be sure to check out the 1979 film Alien, it is absolutely fantastic. This has been another review by DiegoDoom. Thank you very much for watching, and please stay tuned for more figure reviews. Like, comment, and subscribe.